அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். யாவரும் கேலி திருமண சங்கம் பெருமையுடன் நடத்தக்கூடிய நிற்க அதற்கு தர வாரம் 15 மாணவர்களே ஆசிரியர்களாய் நீங்கள் அறிந்ததை மற்றவருக்கும் கற்பித்தால் வாரந்தோறும் சனிக்கிழமை மாலை 6 மணிக்கு பங்கேற்றிருக்கார். யாவரும் சார்பாக வாழ்த்துக்களும் பாராட்டுகளும்.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome you all. I hope everyone is doing good. This is PM Durga Devi. At present, I am doing my undergraduation in physics at Marudar Kesari Jain College for Women, Vaniambadi. Today, let us discuss about physical or biological anthropology. This is an interesting topic. By studying anthropology, we would know about how a modern man is evolved from our ancestors. This is a vast topic and also an interesting, but today I will tell you only about a small part of it. Have you ever seen this image? It's a various stages of human evolution. How a man is evolved from an ape. Here each stages are with various difference. These are the overviews of our today's discussion. During our discussion, let us know about what is an anthropology and what are the branches present in anthropology, and a brief explanation on it, and what are the major mechanisms used in it. Also an important topic, synthetic theory of evolution. This theory brings the result on evolution. That's why this is an important topic. Let's see about it later on our discussion. And next, continuity of germplasm. Finally, the result. First, let us know about anthropology. What is anthropology? It is a scientific study of human complete biology and also his behavior. It can also able to study the various aspects of human. In brief, it is known as to know our complete past. These are some of the branches of anthropology. All these branches gives many information for anthropology. First, let us discuss about archaeological anthropology. Archaeological, it is a study of human past and through the cultural evidence. And it is through an branch of anthropology. In US and Europe, it is brings as a discipline right and taught to all students. Look at this picture. In this way, archaeological anthropology is converted and every information are gathered. They in a particular place, they divide it and they do research in it and identify new things. By these things, they able to know at what stage these are prepared. Next, cultural anthropology. Cultural anthropology, it's a deals primarily with all aspects of culture in various and present present and also recent past, including social, political, economic and ideological facts of every human culture. These are various cultures of human. Let us take India itself. In India itself, there are many peoples with different culture and also their language. Linguistic anthropology. It is a study of how a language is affect in social life. That means linguistic anthropologists study in what way people communicate across the world and how they understood every language and how they convey it in correct manner. At first, people used to convey their thoughts through diagrams, through pictures, and then to uh, to tell their thoughts they used to action, and then later on they found letters, and then they gathered all letters to a word. In this way language is found. Next, social culture anthropology. Social culture anthropology, it's a various aspects of human evolution. See, all society people are gathered together and they live their daily life. Next, our present discussion on physical or biological anthropology. This is what we are about to discuss today. Here, physical or biological anthropology is nothing. It is a study of human behavior, but within the aspect of evolution. For example, let us take a human jaw. Human jaw is very small, but if we see in primates, it has a human jaw. Have you ever think why it is large? It's nothing but because of a human culture. Yes, human used to cook our foods using fire. By that, raw material can be softened by the heat. But primates don't use the culture of cooking, so they are used in massive jaws and they grind their food daily to get their daily nutrition. Next, these are the mechanisms of our anthropology. All these parts of science are used in anthropology. All these parts are gives a different informations for anthropology. For example, forensic anthropology. It is used to study our ancient human skeletons, and pathological. By using this, we can study the disease by which disease a man is dead. And primatology is identified to the human behavior. Geology is to study of fossil remains. Geography, how a human is variated according to their climate. Ecology, changes between the ancient behavior and modern behavior. Epidemiology and nutrimology. It is known to be the disease which is came to human using food, the food which we intake, and by that the disease occurs. To study that, epidemiology is used. And another interesting thing is ergonomics and sports psychology. Ergonomics is used in instrument, because if even today we use chair to sit, the chair is made using ergonomics, because for particular height a man can sit. For that height the chair is also prepared. In sports, a person can do this thing. By that manner they split everything and Ma'am? Ma'am?
சொல்லுங்கம்மா.
Ma'am? Ma'am, reconnect ஆயிடுச்சு மேம். ஏனே தெரியல. ஓகே மேம்.
நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்கம்மா.
ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம். Let's take Darwin's theory of natural selection. In his theory, he says that nature selects what it needs. For example, see this image. Here are some giraffes. Two giraffes' necks are small, but one is large. This large-necked giraffe is at present because nature selects what it needs. And Mendel's theory of inheritance. In his theory, he proved many things that, and this is an important topic, synthetic theory of evolution. This theory brings many solutions in evolution because these are undergone by many scientists. It's one of the most important concept in physical or biological anthropology. We have discussed about major theories such as Darwin's theory of natural selection and Mendel's theory of inheritance. They have proved many things. Of course, Darwin have explained in his theory about natural selection, and he told that there are various variations are present and nature selection takes place. Variations which is better adapted will be taken place, and that is would be transmitted to next generation. But he failed to explain about variation, where it came from at first, where it starts, and what gives arise to variation, and how variations are passed. For this, four prominent geneticists came with an remedy. Four prominent geneticists came with remedy to this is called neo-Darwinism, theory of explanation plus Mendel theory of inheritance, that is equal to synthetic theory of evolution. The prominent geneticists have tried to understand the lackings in their theory, in the scientist theory, that it is nothing but to know how a man is evolved from an ape using major theories, and the changes occurring in frequency of with population. These are some of the factors of modern synthetic theory. Let us discuss about these factors in a brief manner. First, genetic recombination. Genetic genes and alleles are recombined and formed with new combination of alleles. And in mutation, we usually know that small changes and which are continually changed or evolved to next generation. But in today's life, large changes and also which are changed continually are important for evolution. So mutation should be occurred in germplasm. In the case of it should be transmitted to next generation. In case of if it occurs, it will arise time to time. It will be it could be occurred in each direction. Environment will progress the formation of warm cold. Yes, environment progress warm to cold changes. Usually cold genes should be better adapted. than worm gene should be eliminated. But in mutation, it can be occurred from any direction. It is random. So natural selection also occurs in mutation. Next, genetic drift and gene flow. Frequency of population because of sudden and continuous changes. Natural selection. This is known as survival of fittest, creating with the better adaptative to nature, which lives in changes itself to nature. It would be selected by nature and transmitted to next generation. Theory of isolation. In any case, if an ancestor population is divided into some geographical, it's due to some geographical division, and it gets splitted into two different parts of our environment, and suddenly their genes also start changing into them. If it both meet even after the geographical barriers are removed, they can't reproduce. So first there are a geographical isolation, and then they leads to variation. Variation will lead to transformation and isolation. So physical or geographical barriers will restrict the changes to bad with each other, and over the nature will select, leading to divergent. And next, theory of continuity of germplasm. In this topic itself, there is a continuity of germplasm. It tells that which germplasm will be continued to next generation. Lamarck said that variations will be inherited by next generation. Here, August Wiseman says that in every living body there are two fundamental kinds of material, that is germplasm and somatoplasm. Germplasm is present in germ cells. It is also reproductive cells, but somatoplasm cannot reproduce. Only the variations which occur in germplasm will be transmitted to next generation, but the variations which occur in somatoplasm will die within it itself. So germplasm are known to be immortal and the somatoplasm is known to be mortal. So by this, Wiseman concluded that germplasm can be transmitted its variations which occur into its cells to next generation. Finally, the result. In all over the research, modern synthetic theory plays a major role because it gives a conclusion and result for evolution. And also the two shortcomings of Darwin's theory of natural selection and Mendel's theory of inheritance are overcome by prominent geneticists. Not only four prominent geneticists, many other geneticists also researched and identified the variations in all evolution. And also the Mendel's theory, their shortcomings are cleared by this synthetic theory. Now we are in end of our session. Remember that today's modern human is not evolved in a short period of time. It took many years to evolve, and it is identified by many scientists and also proved by many theories. I hope I have done good. I thank everyone for this opportunity. I thank my management and also my HOD ma'am for their guidance and support. மேம்
பண்ணுங்கம்மா.
மேம்
கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
மேம் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம்.
ஓ கம்ப்ளீட்டடா? ஓகேம்மா. ஓகேம்மா.
ஓகே மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
தேங்க்யூ மேம்.